Recently, a House joint resolution was introduced supporting a 2/3 requirement to raise taxes. Why are you supporting this proposal?
Voters of Washington State have spoken 6 times about this issue on the ballot. That they want to see their elected representatives have a 2/3 vote before they raise a tax. And I'm just respecting what the voters want in this case. It's something I believe in personally as well. Taxes are a part of doing business as government, but there should also be some checks and balances in there to make sure that we only raise them as a last resort when we really need the money. And we need to live within our means as well as a state. And many of us that have our own home budgets do the same thing. So I think it's a great check and balance for our government, and that's why I support the 2/3, and we'll see what happens in the coming months.
What's happening with the proposal right now?
We voted on the floor as a body, and it did not pass, unfortunately. There were some members that decided that they didn't want to support the 2/3, and so I would check and see how your member voted. In my case, I voted to keep the 2/3 to increase taxes. Right now, nothing is going to happen in this session, so we'll have to see what happens in the coming months as we get into the next session as well.
What are you hearing from constituents in your district about I-405?
405 has been an unmitigated disaster. DOT's implementation of tolling and making us pay more than once for the same lane to travel to work, it's just not working. I've hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of emails and phone calls have all said this to me, that constituents said to me that it's not working, and we need to either go back to where we were or make some significant changes. Now yesterday, some small changes were made. Some of the ideas that I've had in a bill we've been pushing through the Senate and the House were adopted, but it's not enough. We've still got to go further. And so I'm going to continue working this issue to see what we can do the rest of this session. And if I don't get it now, I'll be back next year and I'll keep going until we can solve this problem.
How can citizens get involved?
Well, reach out to your representative. Call them, email them, come down and visit. You can visit George here and stroke his nose like the rest of us. But get involved, and it's great to hear from our constituents and hear what's going on in your lives so that we can make a change here for you.